Upon returning to town, Shin notices injured soldiers and inquires about the situation. A soldier explains that a skull-faced jack in the northern forest attacked them. Out of 12, only 4 survived. The soldier also mentions a great sword sighting, though no one was harmed. Shin claims he was busy gathering H-grass and agrees to share any information he finds. Relieved that no one was hurt, Shin heads to the guild where Celica greets him. She confirms the guild's commotion is due to the skull-faced Jack, whose suppression is a top priority. Shin reveals he defeated the skull-faced Jack and shows Celica a gem he obtained. Celica is surprised, and Shin finds her reaction amusing. An elf named Els arrives, urging Shin to stop teasing Celica. Els is astonished, but Shin downplays the achievement, explaining the skull-faced equipment was unimpressive. Celica decides to have the gem appraised and holds on to it. Shin inquires about frequent skull-faced jack spawns, and Els explains that undead monsters are born from the mingling of grudges and magic. The forest's magic is usually too weak to spawn a jack-class monster, which surprises Els and Celica. Els urges an immediate appraisal of the gem. She tells Shin that if he's correct about the monster's level, he's stronger than an A-rank party. Shin requests she keeps his strength confidential to avoid attention. At a restaurant, Celica asks Shin to share his table with a pale man. Shin observes the man's legendary weapon and notes its power rivals mythical tier. The man, Wilhelm Avis, level 188, wonders if Shin is a new adventurer. Shin confirms, explaining he's from the countryside. Wilhelm reveals his alias. Wilhelm, the vampire, stems from his undead hunting and his mythical weapon, Venom, which drains enemies' life force. Celica serves their food, and the scene transitions to Shin researching in the library. He learns the Barrack Kingdom was founded 501 years ago, coinciding with the sunset of prosperity. At a guild meeting, Barlu announces the skull-faced Jack's defeat and the gem's appraisal. A knight finds it surprising the skull-faced Jack's weapon and armor were left untouched. Barlu explains the person who defeated it deemed them worthless. The appraiser confirms the monster's level was 359. Barlu expresses concern about potential high-level spawns in the area. The knight questions the identity of the skull-faced Jack's defeater and its weapon, but Barlu withholds the information. The knight shares that a sword, made of magus steel and mithril alloy with a holy enchantment, flew into the castle the day the monster was defeated. This sword surpasses the kingdom's royal blade in power, making it crucial to identify the one who defeated the monster. The scene cuts to Shin snacking, interrupted by a girl, Millie, taking a skewer. Wilhelm retrieves her, explaining she's an orphan from the church and frequently runs off. Millie whispers to Shin, prompting him to ponder her request to save a fox in the northern forest. With time to spare until Schnee's return, he decides to investigate after visiting Tiara. At the Moon Sanctum, Shin informs Tiara he forgot to leave a message for Schnee. Showing her an ancient weapon, the Blue Moon, he explains its significance to Schnee. Tiara, awed by the weapon's materials, agrees. Shin provides Tiara with magical letters for communication, demonstrating their one-way function by sending her a letter. Concluding it might not work due to their lack of acquaintance in this world, Tiara requests more letters for her research. Shin obliges, leaving her with a supply before heading to the northern forest. In the forest, Shin encounters a barrier, but pushes through, finding a shrine and a poisoned, cursed fox. Healing it, he hears approaching monsters and prepares for battle. Using his spear, he defeats the monsters, but faces 2 more, revealed as level 674 golems. Shin binds and defeats them despite their disorientation from the miasma. Discovering the fox is an element tale of level 2011, a rarity in his game. He invites it to join him. Contemplating these anomalies, Shin concludes they might offer clues to returning to his world. Meanwhile, Schnee receives Tiara's letter and is astonished to learn her master has returned. This is the end of the video. Subscribe to the Anime Sphere Recaps channel for more anime recaps.